If you're having trouble with mathematics, numbers getting problematic, don't you panic. Check MathWiz, the best math tutor on the planet. From fraction to algebra, simple maths, add up some trigonometry into that. Learning math is fun with MathWiz, and that's a fact. We're rooting for you.
Hi everyone, welcome back to MathWiz Academy. I do hope this video is finding you at the time that you are very encouraged, and if you are not, just take it from me that you more than have the ability to do well on these exams. Even if you are discouraged, continue to work hard. And just so we're going to get straight into today's video. I would advise for you to watch the prerequisite video for this lesson so that you can function confidently. So we had looked at how to deal with solving if you have the square. So in our previous, or rather the first set of videos, we spoke about, for example, the plus becoming minus. We spoke about the minus becoming plus. We spoke about the multiplication becoming division. We spoke about division becoming multiplication. And then in the prerequisite video for this one, we spoke about how to get rid of the square. You have to use the square root. All right, so provided we have that skill covered, this is going to be a combination question. So again, we are solving for x. And so we're going to first locate where is this x that we are trying to find. Now that I have located it, we are going to move it last. So we know that that is the MathWiz method. Whatever letter you're solving for, you move it last. So the first thing we're going to move is that plus 5. So when I take it to the opposite side, I will subtract. Right? So that's what we mean by the plus becomes minus. Okay, and then we have 21 minus 5, which is going to give us 16. And then based on what we did in the previous questions, the square, to get rid of it, you will have to square root the other side. And if you look back in that first set of videos, to find the square root of 16, you're looking for what number when squared gives you 16, and so your answer is going to be 4. Okay, so that is our first example. You can go ahead and try to do this one for yourself. So you can press pause, work it out, and then press play to receive the solution. Okay, so provided you worked it out on your own, you have x squared plus 8 is equal to 44. So again, we're looking for x squared. So the plus 8, I'm going to take it to the other side. And it is going to become minus 8. So I have x squared is equal to 36. To get rid of the square, I am going to square root the other side. And the square root of 36 is simply going to be 6. Okay, so that was our first example. Let us look at a second example. Right, and usually I try to move around the letters so that you can have an idea how to approach the question no matter where the letter appears when your teacher gives you the question. So let us say we have 2 plus x squared is equal to 11. So the x squared is still on the left hand side. So I'm looking for x, so I locate my x. So this 2, which is clearly positive or added, when we take it to the opposite side, we are going to do the opposite, which is to subtract. Right? So it's just like the first question. The only difference is that now the x squared is behind. Right? So we don't need to say plus x squared. You can just have x squared. And 11 minus 2 is going to give us 9. Now to get rid of the square, we will use the square root. And the square root of 9 is simply 3. So once you are finished, you can go ahead and try to work out 9 plus x squared is equal to 58. You can go ahead and try that one. So pause the video, work it out, and then you can come back for the solution. Provided you work that question on your own. So again, we identify where the x squared is. So the 9 which is added, when I take it across, I am going to subtract. And so we have x squared is equal to 49, and to get rid of the square, we are going to square root. And the square root of 49 is going to be 7. Excellent. Okay, so now we're going to try another set of examples, but what about if this time the x squared is appearing on the right hand side? And I have found that many students, though it is the same question, once the letters are on the right, there tends to be a bit of a problem. So let us go through. So again, I'm looking for x, so I locate the x first. The 6 which is being added, when I take it to the opposite side, I will subtract. And 10 minus 6 is going to give us 4. And to get rid of the square, we simply square root the opposite side. And the square root of 4 is going to give you 2. So you can go ahead and try this question on your own. So press pause, and then you can press play once you're finished. So 74 is equal to x squared plus 10, and we need to solve for x. So we locate the x, the 10 which is added, when we take it across, we are going to subtract. And that's going to give us 64 is equal to x squared. To get rid of the square, we will have to square root the opposite side. And so 64, the square root of 64 is going to give you 8. All right, let's work one final example for this video, and then I think you should be ready despite how the question comes, whether on your exam or by your teacher. So for this example, the x is still on the right, but let us say it is behind. So again, we would first want to locate where the x is. Then the 7, right? So when there's no sign in front, we assume that it is a plus. So since that 7 is being added, when I take it across, I will do the opposite, which is to subtract. Then I have 32 minus 7, which is going to give me 25. And I don't need to have plus x squared, I can just have x squared. And to get rid of this square, I will use the square root. And the square root of 25 is going to simply be 5. So as your final question for this video, go ahead and try to work that one. Okay, so for your final question for this video, we have 8 is equal to 4 plus x squared. So again, I identify where the x squared is. This 4 which is being added, when I take it across, I am going to subtract. And 8 minus 4 is going to give me 4. And again, we don't need to have plus x squared, you can just have x squared. And to get rid of the square, we will square root. and the square root of 4 is simply going to give you 2. So once you are finished with this video, that's going to be it for this session. I do hope you found it useful. Be sure to comment below to let me know if this would have brought any clarity to these type of questions. Of course, you can rewatch the video at your own pace. Be sure to share with your friends. Be sure to keep on your notifications so that when I post other videos, you can see it. Here at Mathwiz, I continue to root for you, and I'll see you in the next video.